New Nick Entertainment presents High Noon, written and narrated by Roy Tipolevich. Chapter 6 The Truth. There's a campfire in front of him as he faces me, not saying a word. I can hear a horse to his right, breathing powerfully as it stands tied to a post stuck in the ground. He's far away enough from the fire that I can't make out the details of his face. So far, being nice to people has gotten me where I need to be. So I'll start with that and greet the man. Still no response. I tell him I'm gonna come closer so he can hear me better. Now, an over-exaggerated nod is his response to make sure I get the message. I slowly move forward, one step at a time, with my hands visible. I can't fully trust this mystery man, so I must be alert. I take a few steps, and as I get closer, the fire begins to illuminate more of his face. The last 3 steps are taken. And finally, I can see the man clearly. It's the doctor who saved my life? Why is he here?
It looks like it's time for me to properly explain everything. I really wish it didn't come to this. I wanted you to be your own man and live your own life with no past baggage. I gave you freedom from your past, but I guess that's not what you want.
As he finished, I tensed up. He's known from the beginning, but why didn't he want this? What is he hiding? Why does he want to give me freedom? I make eye contact with him again, signaling that I'm ready to hear it.
I thought by now I would be able to come up with the best way to tell you, but I guess I'm getting slow with old age. Your father was my closest friend for the longest time. When we were teenagers, we came under hard times together. We joined a gang of not-so-nice people. We did some bad things. Then, a couple years later, your father had you, and your mother passed during birth. The gang raised you, but we didn't know what we were doing. Kids should never be exposed to that environment. One night, we tried to rob a train, and your father got shot in the head. And I saw the whole thing, powerless to do anything. I stood holding my best friend, who was practically my brother, and there was nothing I could do to keep him with us. I decided to quit the gang, move far away, and become a doctor. So if that ever happens again, I wouldn't be powerless. I could take action. I can save him. I brought you with me. I tried to raise you. I knew you had a good soul, but your rough childhood clouded it. And then we had a fight one evening. You left and never returned. Fast forward to 3 days ago. I went for a walk and saw 2 bodies. The first one I see is dead, the sheriff, and the second looks just like my best friend. It's been 20 years since that day, and I felt like I was reliving it all over again. I grabbed your body and took you to my house. Luckily, your wounds weren't fatal, as you simply got hit very hard in the head, and a case of amnesia was all you had. I selfishly saw this as an opportunity to correct my wrongs and give you the life your father never had. No one knew your face, as you would always wear a mask as an outlaw, and no one here knew your pops either. You were only a child when you left. You looked so different no one would recognize you, and that room you asked about was yours. I knew from the bottom of my heart that you were a good man and just needed the right opportunity to prove it. I wanted to save your life from the same fate as your father. I apologize. It was selfish of me. That's why I'm here to tell you the truth. Now all I ask is that you don't look at the man you were, and instead look at the man you want to be. Our past mistakes don't define us, but they shape the people we choose to become.